So we're going to go a little bit deeper with inequalities. So inequalities are often used or implied in real life situations. So let us ask ourselves, what does a parent mean when they say, I expect my child to get 80s? I think what they're saying is this. If X is my child's mark, the mark has to be greater than or equal to 80. Now I can put a percent. I think that's what they mean. However, maybe they meant like, well, my daughter or son or child has to be greater than or equal to, has to get a mark that is greater than or equal to 80, and X is less than 90. Now, this is interesting because a child comes home with a mark of 92 and their parents are disappointed because all they expected was 80s. That wouldn't really fly. So I think this is the implication for that mark. I expect my child to get a mark of 80 or in the 80s or something of the sort. I think this is what is really implied. So inequalities are really all around. So when we're trying to put an acceptable tolerance or communicate this idea. So here, I'm just going to say P is parking. P is time parking. And T is time parking. I'm just going to concentrate on this. When a driver of a car pulls up to this parking sign and it says 30 minutes, does it mean that the car has to park for exactly 30 minutes? Well, no. It means that the time parking has to be less than 30. And I'm just going to put units there, 30 minutes. Or 29 minutes. So what I've conveyed here is 29 minutes okay, but 30 isn't. So let's revisit this. I think that now I don't know this for 100% certainty, but I think if you park it for 30 minutes, you're still okay. Now this next one, I'm just going to say, I'm going to use the variable P, is persons in a car. If you do not recognize this road sign is for carpooling. So these diamond lanes are used for high occupancy vehicles. So if you're carpooling, you get a priority lane. And it's often used in big cities. So people with multiple people in the car get to drive in this priority lane, get to drive much faster, encounter less traffic. So what they're trying to do is induce more people per car. Well, great point. If I was to say P is the persons in the car, when I take a look at this sign, I believe what they're saying is P has to be greater than or equal to 2. Who doesn't like a good road sign? Let's take another good road sign. And I'm just going to classify this. H is height of a vehicle. Now, I'm so sorry. I just assumed that you would know this sign. This sign is generally appears as you drive under a bridge. And this sign tells you the allowable heights. So from bottom to top, it has to be 3.9 meters. So if H is height, I believe what we're trying to say is that the height of your vehicle has to be less than 3.9 meters. Now, if you notice, I left my inequality sign as less than 3.9, simply because would you want to chance it if your vehicle was 3.9 meters? Probably not. You probably want to have to make sure that it's less than 3.9. All right. Oh, we all seen this. Now, I'm not going to concentrate on some of the crazier measurements or anything like that. What I am going to concentrate, though, is on the weight restrictions. So when you go to the airport, what does this symbol mean? Well, the symbol means that all bags have to be 25 pounds. Sorry, 50 pounds. Does it really mean that? I don't think so. It's actually implying something else. So W is the weight of a bag. Now, do you want to go kilograms or pounds? Uh-oh, I'm in Canada, so I might as well go for kilograms. Let's go for the metric system. Get rid of pounds. So W is the weight of a bag in kilograms. I think on an airplane, this is what you often see in airports. What is the allowable weight for a bag? The weight for a bag has to be less than or equal to 23 kilograms. Now, I put less than or equal to because I've been to the airport and have had a bag that is exactly 23 kilograms. They allow it. 24, unfortunately,